What is it like when someone famous does something terrible? Many of us ask ourselves the same question, but is it the same for everyone? The following case is quite complicated, with a lot of concealment and attempts to defraud the court. YNW MELLY, a Florida hip-hop musician, was arrested and accused with 2 counts of first-degree murder in February 2019. According to police, he and another rapper, YNW MELLY, murdered 2 of their friends and arranged the crime scene to appear as a drive-by shooting. Melly, born Jamel Maurice Demons, was on an upward career track when the critically dangerous criminal case occurred. A month before his arrest, the 19-year-old from Gifford, Florida, released We All Shine, a mixtape starring Kanye West, and his biggest hit, the haunting 2017 track Murder on My Mind, had just gone gold. Jamel Maurice Demons was born on May 1st, 1999. His mother was 14 when she became pregnant with him. She was in 9th grade when she gave birth. Demons developed an early interest in music. Throughout interviews and throughout the documentary, he reveals a youthful obsession with Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. He also recalls an all-too-early fascination in weapons, claiming that in 4th grade he discovered a handgun beneath his uncle's sofa and carried it everywhere, including school. The 16-year-old was charged with 3 charges of aggravated assault and 1 count of firing a handgun in public, according to a local Florida newspaper on October 19, 2015. He is accused of firing a pistol at 3 other pupils near their high school. Melly claims that the inspiration for Murder on My Mind came to him when he was locked up following this incident. I woke up and I heard that chorus, he says. Melly's problems with the justice system persist. The specifics are unclear. However, on April 15, 2017, he announced on Facebook that he was on home detention. On his 18th birthday, May 1st, he stated, "I apologize to all my supporters. I'll be in the Level 6 program for 6 months. Due to negative music, I was sentenced on my 18th birthday, May 1st, 2017. Just know that I did it for you. I'll be back shortly." On June 23rd, he wrote, "Turning myself in today." Not long after, on February 25th, 2018, he was released from prison and moved to Miami, according to the information he provided. Melly returned to jail on June 30th, 2018. He was arrested in Lee County, Florida, on 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and another count of possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana, according to police records. He was detained with his friend and fellow rapper, Courtleen Henry, nicknamed YNW MELLY. According to court documents obtained by Pitchfork, the state attorney's office determined that there was insufficient evidence to establish the weapon allegation beyond a reasonable doubt and reduced the narcotics count to misdemeanors. On October 26, 2018, YNW Juvie, aka Christopher Thomas Jr., 19, and YNW Sack Chaser, aka Anthony Williams, 21, were shot and murdered. The 2 were last spotted at 3:20 a.m. Eastern in Fort Lauderdale before arriving at Memorial Hospital, Miramar, around 4:35 a.m. with several gunshot wounds, according to Miramar police. According to a police spokeswoman, they were already dead. Melly shared his grief on social media. "They took my brothers away from me because they were jealous," he wrote. The killers, according to Melly, want to see him break down and stop, or in jail or in a box. On February 13, 2019, Melly was arrested on murder charges. Police alleged that he shot and killed Williams and Thomas while Courtline Henry, aka YNW Bortleen, tried to stage the deaths as a drive-by shooting. They were together shortly before this heinous event. This was the seating arrangement, and the investigation came to the conclusion that there was no question of a drive-by, but that the shots were fired from the inside and from the back seat, where guess who was sitting. Melly may face life in prison or the death sentence under Florida law. On Instagram, he maintains his innocence. Unfortunately, many rumors and lies are being spread, but don't worry, God is with me. Eventually, the post got removed. Investigators give further facts about Melly's charges in public court filings. Officers cite phone records as evidence that Melly was present at the crime site. They also cite autopsy records and crime scene facts as evidence that Melly shot YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie from inside the automobile. According to police, the drive-by gunshot wounds on the car's exterior were staged in an effort to misdirect law enforcement investigations. On March 6, 2019, Melly pleads not guilty, and on April 18, 2019, Florida prosecutors file paperwork signaling their intent to seek the death penalty against YNW Melly. YNW Bortleen, who was arrested alongside Melly in 2019 for double murder, has been given house arrest. On July 6, 2022, it is officially stated that YNW Melly is no longer facing the death sentence, but 5 days later, prosecutors argue for the death penalty once more in YNW Melly's case. The first effort failed when prosecutors neglected to file a fresh notice of intent to seek execution despite a new indictment against Melly. Prosecutors also disclosed a unique chat between YNW Melly and his two close friends immediately after their death. He would have acknowledged to another friend in an Instagram message that he was the one responsible for the killings. "I finished it. Shh," he reportedly wrote after his matey inquired about his well-being following the drive-by shooting. Furthermore, his attorneys claim they are convinced Melly is innocent, but that YNW Bortleen's involvement is questionable, since he would have changed before delivering the victims to the hospital and would have had traces of gunpowder on his hands. As a result, it appears like they wish to blame Bortleen, if only to confuse Melly's involvement. He didn't show any signs of regret. On the contrary, he found the court amusing and captured the attention of others with his provocations. The defense moved for a mistrial after YNW Melly's ex-girlfriend's mother, Felicia Holmes, was excused and the jury was dismissed for the day. The defense maintained that the state purposefully put Holmes on the stand to undermine YNW Melly's character and make him appear bad despite the fact that there was no factual basis for doing so. The jury watched this fiasco unfold, defense attorney David Howard said. The judge stated that he needed more time to make a judgment. The trial will continue through June and July. We realize that the outcome of this legal action is critical for YNW Melly. If the rapper is not found guilty, he will be released. However, if convicted, he would face at least a life term without the possibility of parole, and could be facing the death penalty. Don't worry, we are here to deliver all the information to you as soon as possible. If you liked this video and want more content like this, hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.